Hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I am excited as usual as we get started with today's podcast. Hey, y'all, this is Intentional Living Podcast with Sonja, and I am back again to assist you with starting off your week with a little less chaos. Y'all, I am so excited for today because we're going to continue to do the same thing that we've been doing every single week. We're going to talk about the one good thing that really just turned up our day, turned up our week, made us feel amazing. And then we're going to talk about what's on the docket. And then we're going to break down again all of our unintentional topic of the week. And guess what, y'all? Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one who doesn't realize this, but this is the last Monday of the first quarter of 2024. This is weird to me. Okay. I don't know about y'all. I don't know, what y'all are thinking, but I can't believe that we're 3 months into 2024 already. So we're gonna go ahead and break down the monthly review as usual, because I'm expecting that each one of you guys who've been following me, who've just started following me, is going to review their month so they can hop into the next month, the new quarter, with readiness and excitement for what's to happen. Okay. So, all right, let's get into this. Welcome for those who are coming in. And also if you're catching the replay on YouTube or Facebook or listening on Spotify, hey y'all, go ahead and start to think about those good things that we talked about and write them down in the comments. I would love to know what's that one good thing that got your week off right. And again, we talk about this every single week, but it's just so important that we understand the importance of being thankful and being grateful in our lives, because it allows us to get excited about what's happening next, to get excited. Like if it was good last week, of course it can be better this week coming. So let me tell you my good thing. Now, I keep telling y'all we just going to do one good thing, right? But I don't just have one good thing, and I don't care. I'm gonna have more than one good thing. I would hope that you have more than one good thing that happened or that you can find in your week. And I would encourage you to challenge yourself to do that. So for me, my good thing was that I actually got a chance to be on a women's panel this past week. So every year, my job does a Women's Day panel for just women leaders in our agency, and I got a chance to be on the panel this year. Typically, for the last, I think, 2 years or whatever, I was the moderator, but this year I got to be on the panel, and that was amazing. It was such a great experience to talk to the whole agency, but really I'm talking to the women who are coming up behind me about just the work and the experience that I had as a leader here in my position, and just learning how to navigate disappointment, how to navigate changes in the plan. Like I talked about how I thought I was going to be a pediatrician until a junior year of college in one of my podcasts, and I got a chance to kind of talk a little bit about that at this panel. So it was super, super fun. People asked really good questions. And then also the fact that there's so many dope women in my agency, like I got some new friends in the panel there. Like I didn't even know some of these people were there. So it was an amazing, amazing, amazing time. And then I got to hang out with my family on Saturday. We just went bowling. That's it. But it was amazing to be able to hang out with family and just be good, right? Just love the time with them. And I know I have a lot today. And I went to a birthday party to celebrate one of my sisters, one of my friends, turned family. We call each other sister friends, but it was just an amazing, amazing week. An amazing week amongst intensity, right? And I talk about this a lot, is that sometimes our weeks don't always go as planned, but it's still good to look for the good so that you can hop into the next week ready to conquer it, because you never know what's going to happen, right? So, all right, that's my one good thing, or my three good things. Okay. Go ahead and write in the comments if you're catching the replay or listening on Spotify. Tell me below, what's your one good thing that happened to you the week before? Let this be the catalyst for you in moving forward and doing something grand this week. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing is what's on the docket. So the whole point to this podcast is to help you plan out and begin to set up your week for success, right? We talk about having the one good thing that happened the week before so that you can start off your week with joy and with excitement. But then the next thing is to actually lay out what you have to get done. And that's what what's on the docket's all about. So what's on the docket for you this week? What are you doing this week? What do you have to make happen this week? What are some of your goals? What are some of the tasks that are going to close the gap between where you are and where you want to go? I talk about that in previous podcasts. So think about that and write a couple down in the comments. For me, it is my quarterly reset. I really can't believe that I'm saying my quarterly reset. Like, are y'all comprehending that this is the last Monday of the quarter? Like, it was just January 1. I don't really get it. But anyway, this week and moving into next week, because I'll probably really be focusing on it on next Monday. But at the end of every quarter, I do kind of like a monthly review on steroids, and I call it the reset. It is a 4-step process in which you are writing down things that you're thankful for throughout the quarter, any of the good memories, the good things that happened in that time. Then I close the door on my past. What are some things that I need to close the door on? What are some things that, maybe I didn't hit my goals like I desired. Maybe I hit my goals, but I started to get stuck in the rut with it, right? It's time to close the door on that. And then it's now dream. You get an opportunity to go back and kind of look through your goals. Which goals are you going to move forward in the new quarter? Which goals are you going to let go? Which goals are you going to start now? Because, and I'll talk about it in more podcasts later in the year, but my philosophy with goal writing is to not have everything due at the same time, because you're not going to do it. You're going to show up on the last day of the year and you're going to be like, dang, I didn't do half of what I wanted to do. Because you all had it due at the end of the year. But I suggest breaking up your goals into quarterly goals. What do you want to hit this quarter? What do you want to hit the next quarter? So this monthly review, this reset gives you an opportunity to do that. Now, at the end of every month, and we're going to break that down in the intentional topic of the week, we do a monthly review. We break down what happened this past month. What do we need to do to work out and get ready for the new month, right? So that's what I'm doing. I am setting up for my own reset. And then I'm also going to be opening the doors on the reset course that I have. So if you're interested in really breaking down those areas, breaking down those things, and getting ready for a new quarter, then join my email list, because I'm giving a little something to those who are on the email list, So if you're trying to get your life together and reset, I say join the email list. It's probably a good idea. I'm just saying. But anyway, I'm super excited about that. So let's get into the intentional topic of the week, the monthly review. As I've mentioned before, we do this every single month. We break down those key things that are going to help us build out our next month with power, with excitement, with all the things that we need to break it down with. And last month, I actually went through each step of the monthly review. And I talked kind of generally about them all. Okay. We talked about the first thing, writing down what you got done, not writing down the to-do list, but what you got done. Then we talked about reading through your goals, and if you have it, a life plan. Then we reviewed the progress on any active goals. So you read all of your goals, and then you look at the progress of any active goals that you have going on this month. And then finally, you just write down 2 things that you want to see happen in each one of those goals that you're focused on in the new month. Okay. So this time around, I'm not going to go through all of them again. But what I wanted to do is to focus on each step of the monthly review through these next few months, and different aspects of reviewing your month as we hit up this 4th Monday of every single week. Okay. So like I mentioned with that monthly review, you're doing those 4 things. But the very first thing that you're doing is that you're writing down what you got done and why. It's so important that you're writing down what you got done and not what you have to do for the new month. Because when you start off the anything with a deficit, it's harder to come back, right? So you writing down what you got to get done, what you didn't get done the month before, all you're looking at is the negative. All you're looking at is like, man, I have so much that I still have to do, right? And that is no way to start anything new. But what I suggest is to write down what you got done. Look back over your month and list out the things that, oh yeah, I was able to get that paper written, or oh yeah, I was able to read that book. Because what's going to happen is that that's going to build your confidence. It's going to build your ability to be like, okay, I did all of that last month. I definitely can do these things that I want to do this month. It helps you to change your mind, change your mind around the things that you have to get done. Okay. So again, what better way to start the month off with knowing, one, how awesome you are, but then also that you're capable of getting things done. So what are some things that you got done this week, this month, what happened? Were you able to finally hit that PR and working out? Were you finally able to, I don't know, finish that long epic of a book that you wanted to finish? Have you finally set up your I don't know your bookcase? Like, what did you get done this month? It gives you the confidence in your ability to truly execute. Right? You have all of these goals, all of these desires, but you see these things and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get it done? But when you're able to see, oh no, I was able to do that other thing, then you can see that you truly have the ability to execute. You have the ability to win, right? You got some wins this month. Don't tell me you didn't. No, you got some wins. Go look for them. You got some wins. And this is going to help you understand that, yes, you have the ability to win at something. Okay. And then also, it gives you the confidence in your ability to truly live intentionally, right? We always are talking about intentional living. We're always talking about the fact that we were set here on this earth to impact, right? Well, sometimes we forget that we are actually impacting people as we go along, or impacting our lives as we go along. So I encourage you to go and begin to review your month and see what you got done. Do that first. Don't worry about the long to-do list that you already have, right? Because I'm sure you got it. If you like me, you like to-do lists and they still frustrate you, right? Like, you love them. They give you so much joy, but then you look at them and you're like, I have so much to do. So don't worry about all of that right now, okay? Focus on what you got done this past month. So how do you even do that? How do you begin to focus on and figure out what you got done? I'm going to give you a couple of points, okay? A couple of pointers. Number one, review your calendar. Look at the appointments in your last month. What did you do last month? Are there any big wins that you can pull out of those appointments? Did you finally land that proposal with that client that you wanted? Did you finally meet up with, I don't know, the investor for your new business? Like, what did you do? Look at your calendar. Look at your past to-do list, because I know you got some. I know you got some to-do lists. Look at your past to-do list and see what you crossed off, right? Did you finally, I don't know, finish setting up your office? Did you water your plants consistently? Like, they don't gotta be fancy. These to done lists don't got to be fancy. Did you finally water your plants consistently? Are your plants alive? Listen, that's a win. Okay? Listen, that is a win. Okay? Review your planner. If you got a planner now, hope you got a planner. If you want this intentional living with SonjaW, I would hope that you got a planner or some sort, right? How you be intentional? But anyway, look at your planner. What big meetings happened? What big tasks did you get finished that you didn't see on your to-do list? Look at that. And then finally, review your pictures. Look at where you've been this month. What did you take a picture of? What was significant to you? So significant to you that you actually took a picture of it, right? Those are the ways and the places that you can look for your to-done list, okay? So I encourage you to go ahead and write down your to-done list and then go through the rest of the monthly review. Now, this is actually kind of part of the reset as well. In the reset, we go through what we're thankful for the last 3 months of our lives. And since we're at the end of the quarter, it's definitely time to start thinking about those things. What are we thankful for? And those are the same things that you do to figure that out. You look at your pictures, you look at your calendar invites, you look at your to-do list, and you see what is some big significant thing, or not even big. What was significant to you? Those are the things that you are focused on or should be focused on as you plan for this new month and also this new quarter. Okay? Now listen. Oh my gosh, I actually finished before 20 minutes this week. Listen, I am so excited. If you have been following me for a while, we are now at the 8th podcast this season. And I keep saying that this podcast is 20 minutes in and out. But every single week I am talking to the buzzer because I have so much to say. But we're finishing on time today and I'm so excited. So real quick recap. It's time for your monthly review. The very first thing to do is to figure out what you have done so that you can move in confidence in the next month. Okay? Then how do you do it? You review your calendar, you review your list, your old lists, you review your planner, you review your pictures. All right. And now that we're at the end of a quarter, I still can't believe it. Start to think about how you're going to build up for your next quarter. I'm going to be doing my reset this week and the next. And I encourage you to join me on that journey with the reset, the course. So I'm gonna definitely have that posted soon. But what I would like for you to do is join the email list so that you can get it on time. Okay. Now, before I start talking too much and then don't actually end on time, let's get into this Dreamboost prayer. All right. Let's pray. Help us to review our lives rightly. Show us the places where we won so that we can have confidence to keep going. And remind us of our why, our desires, and our goals so that we can keep moving forward towards the dreams you have placed there. All right, y'all. Well, I am excited. Now, I want you to go ahead and knock out your monthly review. Before you do that, join the email list. And then knock out your monthly review and get those to done lists done. All right. I hope y'all have an awesome week wherever you are.